How do you rest and make the most of your summer? Aren't those oxymorons? Well, you might think so, but by the end of the video, you will know exactly how you can make the most and staying intentional. Hi, I'm Nancy Marie Peterson. I've been homeschooling for over 20 years. I have 6 kids. I've been a mom for almost 3 decades, and I love my summers. I love the break. I homeschool the normal school year, and then the summertime is kind of ours. We've already done some traveling. We've been to family reunions. We've visited grandbabies. We've traveled all the way halfway across the states and back down to Mexico. I mean, we've been all over the board already. And now I've got a little bit rest time, and I want to make the most. That was all important and that was good, but it's easy to just slip back into the rest mode in summertime, especially if you're a homeschooling mom, because you've been so rigid and now you don't have to get up and teach this lesson or do this lesson. So you kind of sit back and relax, and that is important and that is good. But I also want to encourage you with that rest time, find something that fills your tank, something that lifts you up, something that gives you wisdom and encouragement, because you're going to need to build all that up. Because as you go into the next year, if you go in deflated or depleted of all the wisdom and the energy and the calling, you're going to go down. You won't be able to really show up as your best in going into the school year come this September or August, whenever you start. So you want to take this summer to, yes, rest. Yes, enjoy it, but also be strategic to fill your tank up. And what does that look like for you? It can look like restful days. It can look like slower mornings. It can look like sleeping in. It can look like going to the pool or the beach or a friend's house or whatever that looks like. And those are all important life-filling things that we do. Schedule maybe isn't as crowded as it was before, but it also means you can be strategic. That means finding good books to read, finding good podcasts to listen to, finding good YouTube videos, or learning or watching movies as a family, doing a family movie night with popcorn and a movie, and whatever it looks like. It still means you can be strategic. You can still rise up and rest and enjoy your summer, but you can still be intentional with it. Just because I wrote the book Intentional Mom, Unshakable Faith doesn't mean I have it all together. Doesn't mean I'm rocking this, but it does mean I am intentional, and I am trying to fill my world, my life, my schedule, my time with things that are life-giving, things that will build me up, things that will bring more wisdom and more clarity into the calling that God has for me. And that's what I want for you. I want you to take time to stop and go, okay, what can I do right now in this season that will help me in the next season? Whether it's 5 years down the road and you have dreams that God's calling you to do. I mean, it was probably over 20 some years ago, I dreamt of writing a book. And at that time, I didn't know what that would look like. I didn't know how to do it. And I bought cassette tapes to help me and learn. And it's been 20 years and I finally wrote it because I had been prepping that moment. And when you take the most of your opportunity, the most of your time to prep and to build wisdom and to build experience and to grow and to be better, you're going to give way more as you walk into your next season and your next calling. If you stay stagnant and you don't grow and you don't read good books and you don't engage in good conversations and fill your spiritual tank and fill your kids' spiritual tank, your next season isn't going to be as life-giving and as productive as it could be. So you want to make sure in the moments that you have that you use the most of it. And this is what I'm doing, and I'm encouraging you to join me. So I started a reading program this year with reading through the Bible in a chronological order, which I haven't done before, which is pretty cool. I want to read a few good books this summer because I want to really just build on the wisdom that God has already given me. And I have some areas that I know I need to grow in and areas that I need to rise up in. And so I'm going to pour into that. So it's reading good books. I'm going to really work on not wasting my summer scrolling stupid things. So I'm writing out a list of what I want to walk forward in this month, in this next thing. And it's so easy in summertime. And if you're like me, sometimes you get cut off so much restfulness, so much relax that you forget you still need to pour spirituality into your kids. Because in the school year, as a homeschool mom, we get up and we have this routine and we teach our kids and we do our Bible studies and we do our different things with our kids. Summertime, sometimes we get lax, and I don't want that for you and I don't want it for me. So I'm stepping back and I'm like, okay, what good books do I want my kids to read? So maybe we do it once a week. Maybe we don't meet every single morning, but maybe we strategically watch a good movie once a week, or we have a good conversation, or we have a good plan of that we're going to learn and we're going to read and we're going to ask each other, what did you read and what did you learn about God? And we're going to make sure that we serve this summer and we have activities. And I just want to encourage you, don't get laxed in the spiritual realm when it comes to the summertime. I know I've been struggling with that. So maybe you have been too. And that's why I just want to encourage you. I just want to step in here and remind you of the importance and the opportunities that God gives us to spiritually feed our kids. And that can look different for you than it does for me. That means I'm going to sit down with my son and say, what are you reading? What are you looking into? How is it going with your friends? And taking the time to have those conversations, to have those slow breakfasts or those slow dinners or the slow lunches with each other, and really be intentional, building that relationship, building the spiritual conversations, not only with my kids who are still in my house, but my adulting kids, to really take the time to check in on them. How are you doing? And so I want to encourage you to be strategic with your summer, not only with the rest, but their soul care and their self-care. Self-care is taking a break and going to the beach and maybe having a date night and doing some things with your friends. And soul care is filling your tank with spiritual wisdom, with good podcasts, with good books, with good communities that you're getting involved in, with good preaching in churches and communities that will bring you life and build you up and challenge you. So that's my prayer. That's my kind of plug for you, because I'm plugging for me, is let's step into this next season that we have, this summertime season, and really be strategic with it. Rest and relax, enjoy it, absolutely, but also stop and look, what could I do differently that would bring me a better future, that would bring a better version of me that God's calling me into, and what can I do in this season to prepare for the next? And so I want to just encourage you, as I'm encouraging myself, to stay intentional, to keep walking in the calling God has for you, and just look at this season and make the most of it. Don't get weary. Don't think, oh, I can't take a break. You need to take a break and you need a Sabbath, you need rest. But you also have more time than you think you do, and use that time wisely. Whether you're cooking and cleaning, you're listening to good podcasts, or watching good YouTube videos that encourage you and equip you, whatever it looks like for you that fills your tank spiritually, gives you more wisdom, just find pockets of time that you can add that into your schedule. All right, as always, stay intentional and enjoy this season that God has you in, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.